So, welcome to the Do Your Dharma Discovery Call. So, this call, you got whoever's watching this, you potentially are interested in doing the next Do Your Dharma course. And I'm lucky enough to have 3 of my recent victims, participants, who have just graduated and just finished the course. And I asked them if they would be so kind as to share their experience on this call, and basically go through with you guys what it was that attracted them to the course in the first place, where they're at in their lives when they started, what the biggest kind of realization was when they did the course, and what potentially the biggest breakthrough was that they have. And then we're going to go into a little bit of detail about what they're doing differently now they've come out the other side. So just to welcome everybody. So if everyone can just give us a little bit of an idea of who you are and do a little bit of introduction. So Ro, do you mind giving us a little intro, saying audience?
Hi everybody. I'm Ro. I've been a nurse for more than half my life. I've actually hit like midlife. I'm going to turn 50 years old this year. I'm a mother of 4. I've been a nurse for more than 25 years, almost 28 now. I followed the path that my parents wanted me to follow, but I've always felt like I've done what I wanted to do. Just I felt like I was forced to do what everybody else wanted to do first. So I went to school. I got a good degree. I have a good job. I got married. I have kids, and I've been working, but doing like little things here and there to try and figure out what I wanted to do. So before I took the Do Your Dharma course, I would say that I was just not fully in alignment with who I was and what I'm supposed to be or who I'm supposed to be. So,
what was it that attracted you to the course, right?
Just asking myself the questions. What am I really supposed to be doing here in life? I mean, here I am, 49 years old and still feeling like there's more to life. And I didn't feel like I was like fully fulfilling who I was and what I was supposed to be doing. So, I mean, I've always felt like as a nurse, I've always felt like has been my purpose for a long time. But I just think that now that I'm changing roles. My kids are like all out of the house now, except for my daughter who's 16. I just feel like I have more to give and I don't want to feel stuck.
So is that why you took the course in the first place?
It really intrigued me, the concept of Dharma. You know, what is Dharma? Am I really doing what I'm supposed to be doing? And doing the Do Your Dharma course, it's allowed me to answer a lot of the questions like, yes, that being a mother, being a nurse, being a wife, the path that I've taken have all been my Dharma. So yes, I've been able to answer all those questions.
Cool. Fantastic. And then Emily, Kate, do you mind giving us a little bit of an intro about yourself? Oh, let's unmute you.
I live in Australia. I'm about 20. I am 28 years old. I'm a teacher, and I like Ro have I do enjoy my job, but I've just always felt like there's been something more that I've wanted to do. There's just always been this, I don't know, like weight on my shoulders, or just this little voice always looking for something more. And that's why I really was drawn to the Do Your Dharma course, because I always listen, like I follow a lot of kiddies podcasts and listen to them, and I'm always like, I really enjoy hearing people's stories and how they have, hearing their journey and their path. And then I'm always like, what's mine? What am I going to do? But it was all a matter of just always listening to the podcast and following people, but then talking myself out of it or not looking into it as much. I guess that's what I was always looking for. Like there's a few different types of courses, but this one really like applied to my situation because it was always focused on like my purpose and what I wanted to do. So when I heard about it, that was like, that's immediately what I've been looking for and how to find that purpose. Because unlike some, like other people, I haven't found mine. Like some people, they just know straight away. But yeah, for me, I wanted to do something, but I had no idea what it was.
And we all definitely have a gift that we can bring to the world. So yeah, I'm really pleased that we found each other. And then Becky, you want to give us a little who you are and what attracted you to your Dharma?
Okay, I am Becky. I am 40. I have 5 children. My last 2 are about to start school, so I'm about to have some extra freedom that I haven't had for quite a few years. I lost my mum last year. Kind of a bit of a stumbling block for me, but also a bit of a eye-opener. I think it was you, Kitty, that I first heard the expression "follow your breadcrumbs," which to me was just, it kind of made everything click. You know, I've had breadcrumbs for many, many years. I've just never seen them as that. And doing this course has allowed me to actually be much more open to what my life purpose is, where I'm meant to be going. I decided beginning of this year that I was going to be a life coach. And this is kind of where I'm at, really. Doing the course has enabled me to think about myself on more of a vibrational level, and also to realize when I am vibrating lower, what is possibly causing it, and actually look into myself and find answers a lot easier. It's just, I think because I know my purpose is to be a life coach. I know my purpose is to help people achieve their own fulfilled life and dreams and to accept themselves as they are. So I didn't need help with a purpose, but I needed clarity. I think it's probably more what I'm thinking of. It was actually believing in myself and believing that I can achieve this. And that's definitely given me that. It's definitely given me a lot more self-belief that, you know, I do have what it takes and I can change people.
So this is one of the things that happens when you have 5 children. So one of the things that we talked about in our course was how amazing Becky is to have 5 kids, a mum of 5 kids. It's definitely one of her superpowers. But Ro, what would you say was your biggest breakthrough? When you were doing the course, was there one thing that really shifted you? Would you mind sharing?
I don't think there was one thing. I think there were several. Like Becky said, just realizing that everything that I've been doing up until now have been breadcrumbs and leading me from the beginning to now to just different points in my life. And it's like, oh, this is why I'm supposed to be doing this. And this is why I'm supposed to be here. So just being able to see that everything is happening in divine timing. So here I am. I'm 49 years old, about to turn 50. And, you just think, what am I supposed to do? And is there more? So just being able to see that it's not too late to do the things that you wanted to do or to become who you wanted to be.
Yes.
So.
And would you mind sharing, because I know you were very open about the fact that there was one thing that you saw during doing this course that you didn't realise before. So it was about your daughter. So would you mind sharing?
Oh, yeah. So my daughter is 16 years old. She has a cognitive delay, so she is functioning at like age 7. I've always felt like I have to do right by her. So I've always put her first, and I've always put myself not really last, but when it comes to doing the things that I want to do, I have always used her as an excuse. So, I can't take this course because I have to watch Grace, or I don't have anybody to watch Grace, or, just I can't leave her behind. And there was this feeling of guilt that if I did this or if I went there, that she wouldn't get to do the things that, that she wanted to do because I had to do this. But there's that realization that she has her own life to live too. So, just realizing that she's not meant to walk the path that I'm supposed to walk, that she has her own path to walk also. That was a huge eye opener.
And what impact did that have? Because I know that you kind of then felt, well, you've gone and created a path moving forward for yourself.
Yes. So just being able to be braver about taking leaps and not feeling as guilty as I usually do to do the thing. So like in a couple weeks, I'll be going to Vancouver, and normally I wouldn't travel by myself. I would take my husband and my daughter with me, but I felt guilty that they were going to be sitting and not, sitting while I was taking this 8-hour class for 3 days, that that they didn't have to come with me, that I could do these things by myself. And usually I don't. So it's huge for me to do things by myself.
Fantastic. That's really good. I'm really pleased because everybody has their own Dharma. So,
right.
Like you said, your daughter's walking a different path to you, and your husband's got his own path, and all of us have a way of contributing to the world and developing.
Right.
Wonderful. Thank you. Obviously, I've got to see you guys grow over the course of this course, and that's just been fantastic for me. And Emily, Kate, I suppose there was 2 things that really stood out for me, which was how you are now going towards something that you may have dismissed in the past. So can you tell us a little bit about your breadcrumbs and your natural kind of talent that you may not have looked at before?
Well, yeah, like you did, like you said, it was definitely following your breadcrumbs, and really it gave me a chance to slow down and kind of think about, I don't know, like my past, or what things come quite natural to me, or things that I enjoy and I probably never even considered, or kind of brushed off as like, oh, that's just, that can be nothing. Don't worry about it. But especially having these chats weekly and diving into your Dharma, it kind of opened me up to be more accepting of it. So I have been looking into some interior design courses, and now looking back, that has been something that's been there for me, and has been quite natural. When I was a little kid, my sister told me that she always remembers every Sunday I'd make her clean the cubby and then rearrange it. And then Mum said I'd always rearrange my room, like doing different things like that. And that's something that I'm drawn to. And even though I have a course coming in the next week, doing this course has really opened me up to just taking those steps. So we don't have to see the whole journey. Like I'm not sure where it'll take me, and that's okay. It's just taking the first steps, because before that I think Kitty knows, I just would overthink it, and then I'd think about it and then not do it. So this has just really helped me to not have a big picture in mind, but just take the next step and see what that feels like and what doors open from there. And basically just having a bit more trust and not feeling so guilty about it, because I always used to probably just put it off or not listen to my intuition, because I was just talking myself out of it, I think.
Yeah, and I think hopefully the thing that you won't do anymore is beat yourself up, because that was the other thing we kind of recognised, wasn't it? You were kind of really harsh on yourself. And
yes, always very internal, and but that's definitely helped as well, just kind of going with the flow. And this is meant to be fun, which is something that I never really, and the
Dharma is so fun and it unfolds Absolutely. Fantastic. And
I think that was in the first pages of the book. It was like, enjoy this process. It's meant to be fun. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Well, people get so freaked out by the subject of life purpose. Like if they don't know why they're here, they like self-deem themselves failure. And absolutely, your Dharma is an unfolding adventure which will evolve over the course of time. And actually, we're always being prepared for it, whether we're aware of it or not. But no, that's wonderful, Emily. We're going to do one more, I suppose, question each. But Ro, how has your life changed? I suppose, like, if for people listening to this, what would you say to them? If they're sitting on the fence, they're thinking about doing the course, but they're not sure about the investment. Where are you now in comparison to where you were at the beginning? Like, what's the difference that the course has made for you?
The difference is that I'm just a little bit more braver than I was when I first started. I mean, I've always been pretty self-confident and like able to do, I don't think that if I were as self-confident as I was, that I would be where I am today. But I just feel that this course has allowed me to look more within and to realize that I am a story of possibilities. I mean, even at almost 50, that there's a second awakening that happens, right? So I am a story of possibilities. I'm a story of hope. I'm a story of just being able to go forward in life and not be afraid of what's going to happen, and to realize that everything that's happened in my life was meant to happen, was meant to be. So I was meant to take this course. I mean, I'm like super excited that I was able to do so. And it's been eye-opening. It's been very eye-opening to me to see that I'm okay, that I'm going to be okay, and that life is just a series of unfolding, and you're not supposed to see the big picture until you get there.
And would you say now you have an idea, or you know what the next steps are for you, like where you're going next?
I don't really know where I'm going next. I mean, I'm just like following the breadcrumbs still, but I know that what's going to happen will be good. It will be really good.
What about your soul midwife plan?
Oh, that's it's just a little, it's like a little breadcrumb still. So I've picked it up. I'm following where I'm supposed to go. And it's been nice to see that, everything is coming into alignment. So it just feels right. It feels like this is the direction I'm supposed to be in.
And I think that's it's a beautiful place to be when you feel like life is flowing. Right?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's hard at all, because I questioned it in the beginning, because I've been hemming and hawing about it for like 6 months now. So it's like, am I supposed to do it? What am I supposed to do? Should I go do it? Should I sign up for it? No, it's too much. But everything, when I finally decided to jump, the money showed up that I was going to spend that I needed to pay for the course. And then I needed days off, because I didn't have the days off at work, and people just came through and decided, oh, I'll work for you. It's not a big deal. So everything just kind of lined up, and it wasn't hard at all.
And that's totally what happens. I think the universe definitely has our back. And when we get in alignment with our Dharma, it supports us. So Becky, biggest breakthrough.
Probably internally for me. Actually just realizing that I am enough, that even if nothing in my life were to change as such, I'm good. Life is good, and it will follow. It will, sort of follow as I want it to, and as I think it should. It is all about following breadcrumbs and learning to jump before I see the net to catch me. That's got to be the biggest one for me. Is actually just learning to take that step off the edge, because the universe has got me. I'm going to be okay, because I'm okay. I'm enough. And it's what I know in my heart and soul is what I'm meant to do. So to keep persevering with it as well, actually. You know, I see and hear about so many people that, you know, have done similar to what I want to do or are doing what I want to do. And I think hearing about them and how they have overcome things and realising that actually what I've overcome is not necessarily trivial to everyone, and not to play down what I've been through, I think, and the fact that I can use those tools to help others.
Yeah, massive. Absolutely. Yeah. And, you know, you've come through some big things which will help and serve other people by you sharing that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, one last question for Emily Kate. What was your favourite part about the course? Was it the videos or the worksheets or the calls, or what was the bit you liked most?
For me, I really enjoyed a few things, but I was actually just thinking about it then. I really like how I was made accountable by the weekly chats, and also how active the Facebook group was as well. I really, really enjoyed that. I think I said during our last week that I have previously signed up for like little meditation or like health courses, and they're just all online. And for me, I really need like to talk to people and to be involved in conversations, and kind of like had a little tribe where we could all share our experiences, and that kind of lifted me up as well. Like I really enjoyed, even though it was, for me, it was like 11 o'clock on a Saturday. I always remember every week after our call, I always like was so excited or just at a higher vibration. I remember I'd be quite tired beforehand, and then after our chat, I would just be sitting in bed like extremely happy and grateful, and just really inspired by the chat and everyone else and all the women I met on this call, and you, Kitty, as well. I really enjoyed that. And then the little tasks we could share in the Facebook group, and everyone was sharing their ideas. And I also liked how you had a video and how the way it was set up as well. Like it was easy to watch and fit into your schedule, and yeah, a few things. But I definitely like how interactive it is.
Yeah, I think there's so many courses out there. I think you need that accountability, don't you? Because I think having
Definitely.
the weekly calls just means that you can come on and share what's going on for you, and you can essentially be more accountable, like you said. So you're more likely to turn up, and you're actually more likely to follow through.
Yep.
Actually kind of complete that.
And you're going through the journey with, so like, yeah, Rose in America and Becky's in UK and I'm in Australia, but you're going through this journey with other people. And it's so good that we have access to this technology these days that you're able to do that.
Absolutely. And what would you say, Emily Kate, to someone listening to this call who's thinking about doing the course but isn't really sure, worried about money?
I would definitely, if you're thinking about it, then definitely, you know, you're starting to follow your breadcrumbs. You're obviously you were like me, where you're just trying to find your purpose. Like this hasn't just been a 6-month thing. I think it's always been that way for me. I just wanted to find something that lights me up, and I'm so grateful that I was able to do this course, because it's really opened in a different way than I thought, actually. I had no idea what I wanted to do, and now I have a lot more direction and purpose. And like Ro, I'm just still picking up the pieces of the breadcrumbs, and I might do this workshop in a week and then decide, oh no, this isn't for me, but that's not going to be the end. Now I've got the tools to be like, okay, I'm going to go try this out, or do this course, or do this workshop. And that's what's really helped me.
Fabulous.
So definitely do it.
Well, I want to say thank you to all you ladies for taking your time out on a Saturday afternoon to come and share your experiences with the people listening. So what we're able to do with the course is reset you and give you a different way of looking at life. So yeah, thank you, ladies. I really appreciate you joining us. And if you're interested, then all the details are on the website. You can PM me and ask me any questions. But we look forward to seeing you in the Do Your Dharma community. So goodbye. Bye.